and it's lights out and away we go.
Yeah, see that?
Here's the Alpha Tauri and the Alpha, whatever it's called. Coming into turn one, there's a big lock. Oh no, there's a crash. There's a crash.
Testing for F1 2023 has come and gone, and that means it's time to take a look at the memes that have come out of this year's testing, like this. A closer look at Lance's accident. I can already tell by the thumbnail alone. Alonso in a car.
Ahí estás colado, ¿eh? ¿No? Ahí estás colado un poco.
Good job by Fernando. Tactical. I see no difference. Valtteri Bottas just continuing to be a general meme from now on. Gone from the shackles of Mercedes and becoming quite a funny guy and funny character in the paddock. It's a weird one when, you know, drivers leave a high-pressure environment from one of the top teams. They do generally start to come out their shell a bit more. We spectators are completely wrong. The Ferrari dimple isn't a weak structure. It's actually just the car's small reservoir of pasta sauce, and this is a fantastic edit. That's really well done. Actually looks like it's actually a packet sewn into that carbon fiber nose cone. Look, it's an Italian team. There's never such a thing as too much preparation for every emergency possible. What happens when the engine blows up, okay, within the first 5 rounds? Sainz or Leclerc, they're going to want to get out of the car. They're maybe not going to get back to the pit straight away. What can they do? Just tuck into a nice bit of pasta, and they've got the sauce right there. Chad Alonso 2023 World Champ. Niki Lauda and Fernando Alonso comparisons here. It's another we had the one last time for the car launch memes, and, you know, sometimes F1 history does like to repeat itself. So far, though, we've had a lot of different ones. The last one from the testing, from the car launch memes was Sainz being the world champion, I think. So this is a Alonso theory. Retires in 1979 as a 2-time champion. Niki Lauda as world champion. And Alonso retires in 2019 as a 2-time world champion. They both return after 2 seasons out. It's both now their 3rd year since their return, and Lauda won the championship. Alonso, question mark so far, and both of them returned with an English team with a German engine. So, like the Sainz one, all the little sprinkles are there. So I think, you know, we can conclude, factually say, after the you know, this scenario like this we saw in the last Reddit video we did with the car launch ones, where it gave out all the facts and sprinkles for Sainz. It will be between the 2 Spaniards this year for the World Championship. A masterpiece. Was a masterpiece. This just continues on from what I was saying before. Valtteri Bottas finding a bit more of a, you know, getting out of his shell, showing a bit more of his funny personality side, or growing a bit more of a personality, because this is outstanding. What a helmet. I don't think there's ever been a helmet with a mullet and a mustache on it. It's incredible. When the teacher asks for your permission slip to join the school field trip, I have it. I have it printed out, okay? I have it. This, by the way, is from DTS Season 5, the latest one. If you haven't seen this episode, outstanding, these guys. It's literally like a little group of school kids. Even Gunther Steiner got told off like a little kid from the headmaster. It's the same energy. Oh, dearie me. Oh, pour one out. Pour one out for Lando this year. McLaren fans, I'm not going to lie. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Slow start, not hitting the targets. They admit that. It's might be a difficult one this year. Might be, especially with Aston and Alpine. And yeah, I mean, it's just missing the helmet. Really, it is actually indeed the same expression. It really be like DTS any race in 2021. This is brilliant. But I like this as we cut to the 3rd time we saw the British Grand Prix from a different perspective. I know, like, a lot of storylines played out at Silverstone, but there were other parts of the season that played similar storylines out that you could have used to illustrate it. They're really hyper-focused on the British GP. And even as a Brit, I'm like, it was a bit overkill. We didn't need to see the same Grand Prix 3 times. They missed out Brazil. How could Netflix, you need to turn up to Sao Paulo this year. it's always interesting. Always. There's always some storyline at Sao Paulo. And they called it a documentary. Netflix looking at Tom Cruise and not featuring Vettel whatsoever. I think he was in once in the hot seat. The man retired out of Formula 1 and we didn't even get a say in the last episode. Next, Mercedes. George Russell, upon hearing the W14 is not their real car yet again. Why am I still not in a title-winning car? I specifically requested... The thing is, the way Captain Holt's voice plays out, I specifically requested it. Russell would have that stern upper lip, like, I requested it. I was born to be in the Mercedes. I was born to be in a racing car. Where is it? Where's my God-given birthright, Toto? His alignment would be chaotic evil. So am I on the dark side. Alonso is on the dark side this year, okay? He left for Aston, and it's looking good. This might be turning more into DTS memes than testing memes. New Netflix show, wankers in cars, getting cappuccino. This was outstanding. I was not ready for a Bonotto Gunter lineup in a Fiat 500 driving around, having some wine and some coffee, and then a lunch. The Hyperan Aston Martin, it can't be stopped. It's self-sustaining now. It's out of our control. The train has left the station, and I have got a ticket as well. I really hope the hype is real, okay? Even Mercedes are buying into it. Engineers claim they've noticed the Aston Martin has similar good qualities to the Red Bull. Expects a very strong Aston, ahead in second place, according to Calculate. Can you imagine? And then also Lance Stroll's reaction that he doesn't get to drive the car for the first part of the season. Well, we know why. It's because Alonso took matters into his own hands. Hopefully I'm wrong. McLaren next week. I have no brakes, no tyres. We're out the points. I don't care too much. It's painful. Oh, it's painful. Suddenly 4 won't be enough. Vettel watches the Aston Martin perform in testing. Oh, he looks so... Why is this face like, I've made a severe error in judgment here? Oh, Seb. I mean, I'd like to think Seb really fully played up his decisions and he's just happy with his family now. But a part of you does think he's retired and it just comes good. Like... Oh, I already know what this is. So if you didn't watch any of testing, this is the best single part that came out of the whole coverage. On day 1, right at the end, the last 20 seconds of the day, on Thursday of testing, Anthony Davidson mimicking Crofty's commentary.
Really?
No, they love it, actually.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Yeah, see that?
There's the Alpha Tauri and the Alpha, whatever it's called. Coming into turbo, there's a big lock. Oh no, there's a crash. There's a crash. Is that any better?
Oh, that's outstanding. It's the part where he goes Alfa Romeo and the other Alpha, something or other.
The Alpha, whatever it's called.
The Alpha, whatever it's called. Oh, Anthony Davidson, that is probably the best bit of commentary you've done since getting the job. Oh, my Lord, that is outstanding. He did it again as well when they line up for 5 red lights. It's just the little voice kind of he puts on to kind of mimic Crofty. And then also, I want to put... Someone tweeted me going, it's kind of similar to yours. And I was like, is that an insult or is that a compliment? I can't tell. Mercedes advertising their new W14.
Carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber everywhere! No paint!
Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber! Carbon fiber! What's this? Wing? Carbon fiber!
I was Toto Wolff the whole lawn. How can we explain the new rule changes? Ted Kravitz.
Cheese.
That's so accurate. So unbelievably accurate. I still remember how mystified Vettel looked when Ted came up to him and was talking about the floor and just had 2 random bits of cheese and literally imagine handing a 4-time world champion a block of cheese in the middle of an interview to try and explain the rule check. And Ted never changed. Oh, I know what this is. Red Bull car launch be like. Oh, brother. That's it. Oh, brother, that's it. Just that. Cut off the rest. They did my boy George dirty. George L. Just for the many L's they'll be taking this season, as their car is still not up to the mustard for Ferrari and Red Bull. Realizing there's no DTS episode on Seb's retirement, I'm for this. I'm for this one. Using the Last of Us meme. I'm all for this. I love Last of Us, the game, the show. Yes, this meme related to Formula 1. Yes, and this was the reaction as well when you realize halfway through that final DTS episode that they're actually not going to show anything of... They ended it with Daniel leaving. He's still in a team. Finally, after weeks of waiting, we finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's nearly time for a wee seek. And on that note, we're going to call it a day, and it's soon time for the real race memes to maybe come to Reddit. But till then, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you did enjoy this one, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.